Do you know Mike Tyson? One of the world champions in boxing. During his career, he earned at least $300 million. But this Mike Tyson once declared bankruptcy and had debts of approximately $30 million. Why is that? This will answer the title of our thumbnail today. When you can't learn the things we will discuss today, then you will be poor for life. Just imagine you have an income of 4.5 trillion and it all disappears. That's stupid. You can earn as much money as you want, but when you can't manage your money, then you will always be poor. Now I ask you, what do you think money is? Is it just a figure who comes to you? But as soon as he comes, you immediately tell him to leave? Sabi? Or do you think money is something that you really have to take care of? Or do you also think money is something that you have to spend? Or something else? So before you learn to earn money, you have to know first what money is and how to manage it. Because it's useless if you have an income of $10,000 per month, but at the end of the month, you don't have anything that can show that you have an income of $10,000. What for? Well, today we will learn about that. About how we treat our money, which, of course, is in accordance with the philosophy of this channel. And because this knowledge is not taught in school or college. Okay, before starting, I will ask one thing, namely, according to you, what is money? No. Or according to you, what does money represent? When you shop at an online shop, or when you get paid after work, then what does money mean in those two transactions? That's right. Money is a medium of exchange, or a tool that facilitates the purchase, sale and exchange of goods. That's in a book. In my opinion, money is value. A simple example, among the many shops that sell food, some sell it for $1 to $10 per portion. The shop where you buy the goods symbolizes your assessment of the value of the goods. So, if you choose a shop that is priced at $1, it means that according to you, the value of the goods in that shop is priced cheaper and $10 is expensive, according to you. And food with $1 is cheap, according to you, but not necessarily delicious. That means money is value. Then why is understanding this important in our lives? Because when you can understand this concept, then all the decisions you make with your money are based on your assessment of the goods earlier. Okay, I'm sure that up to this point, many of you understand my explanation, except for those who only live from paycheck to paycheck, have a lot of debt, or are addicted to low-quality things like online gambling. I'll discuss it later. But now I will ask the second question. According to you, what is your relationship with money? Most, including myself, the money goes into my wallet and then slowly disappears little by little. That means our relationship with money is income and expenses. Assume that the money that comes into you every month is $5,000 and you have worked for 3 years. That means that during the 3 years of working, you have earned $180,000. Now from your total income of $180,000, and now how much money do you have? If it is little, that means your problem is in your consumption. In 2017, 78% of Americans lived paycheck to paycheck. I think that percentage is more or less the same as in my own country. Well, if you are the same, living paycheck to paycheck, then the problem is in your consumption. Which means before you learn to earn money, you have to learn about controlling your consumption or your spending, so that it is not like Mike Tyson earlier. No matter how much income, if money management is bad, it will definitely be lost and run out. A model like Mike Tyson earlier, when he wants to eat food that is priced between $1 and $5, but instead he will look for $50, especially those who are addicted to slots. On average, they are still students or those with middle to low salaries. They get $2,000, and initially they might only deposit $100 or $150, but over time this deposit can reach $1,000, half of their own income. Crazy. Okay, next we will discuss a trap that we all have or will experience in our lives, namely the money trap. A trap that is like a circular running track. We keep running, but it just goes around like a vicious circle. You work 5 days a week, get paid once a month, and when the salary is entered into your account, in one day the money is almost gone. Whether we use it to pay for necessities, to watch hedonistic movies, or to pay installments. Or the most stupid thing is we use it for slot gambling. On the first, the money comes in $2,000. On the third, the money is left $500. And that has to be enough for a month. Isn't that ridiculous? And we continue like that for months, years, or even a lifetime. Well, because earlier I likened it to a circular running track. When we run, we definitely have limited stamina. It could be after only 3 rounds you are already tired, sick, and then lose your jobs. If that happens, what can you do? Even though you have taken a car installment for 5 years, or you have taken a house installment for 15 years, you are dizzy, right? Even if your body is tough, your stamina is strong. Are you sure you can run up to 100 laps? Then can you guarantee that your mentality will remain healthy and fit after 100 laps? This is what our parents who are from the lower middle class often experience. Low salary, heavy mental pressure. A little wrong step destroys everything. So the conclusion is, no matter how strong your physical body is, in the long run, it will definitely have an impact on your mentality. Okay, let's continue with the money trap. If now you realize that you are in a money trap, then you must get out quickly. The way is to improve your relationship with money. The first step you can take is to write down all your expenses, from rent or accommodation costs, transportation costs, food costs, necessities, entertainment costs, and so on. The point is, you have to understand yourself, your expenses, and consumption. If you already understand, the next step is budgeting, or determining the target of how much money you should spend in a month. If you have determined your budget, then systematically, you should be able to sort out which ones are not important and remove them from your expenses. Well, later, the remaining money can be saved or invested. For example, if you don't dare to do business, here I will tell you the projection for the next 7 years. Later in 2032, the economy will be even more difficult. If you can't take care of your money or assets from now on, then you will be struggling later in 2032. For details, I will discuss it elsewhere. Now let's learn about money first. Okay, let's continue. Additional advice from me before you decide to invest or open a business from your remaining money. You must first prepare an emergency fund, just in case you are laid off, you are sick, or various other emergency reasons. So, you must be able to suppress your lifestyle or just be reasonable. Don't live with a lifestyle that is far above your salary. And if you are like that in just 1 year, I am sure you will be in debt. But don't jump to the wrong conclusion. I'm not saying that buying expensive cars, jewelry, iPhone 15 and other expensive items are useless. What I mean is, buy them according to your salary standard. Or if you do buy something above that, make sure you have saved it well in advance, not from your salary that month. So, the point is back to you. Prefer looks like a lot of money or really a lot of money? Okay, now we go into the discussion to increase income. One piece of advice that my father told me, and I still remember until now, is earning. $2,000 per month is easy, but earning $10 every day is hard. At first glance, it sounds unreasonable because if we earn $10 every day in 1 month, we only get $1.5 thousand. But the ability to earn money every day will gradually develop or evolve. From $10 a day, it will increase to $15, increasing again to $20, and so on. From my experience with money, Reducing expenses is much easier than increasing income. Now, because this is a lesson that is not taught in school, I will discuss a little bit about the paths to increase income. But not in detail, okay? Just for an overview. For details I will discuss in other content. First, the business path. The fastest way to get money. The simple way, you understand the market, find problems in the market, and find solutions to those problems. Against. Then, sell the solution to the wider community. That's if the business path, but not everyone wants and is able to go this path. Second, the investment path. The method is simple. Namely, every day you learn to invest and set aside your money and put it into the investment instrument that you have analyzed. If you make a profit, you can withdraw. If you lose, you can learn risk management. This method is easy and can be done by anyone. Okay, so the conclusion is, first, you have to understand yourself and your consumption to reduce your expenses. Second, you have to determine the budget. Third, you use your remaining money to find other ways to increase income. It's simple like that. If the practice goes back to you again, can or not. Okay, that's all from today's lesson. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.